Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lydia from Lydia's Family Life. Welcome if you're new. So today I just want to kind of give you guys a little intro. I will be participating in the low spend January challenge. I think it's the Three Rivers challenge. Usually she does it for January, February. I usually do it every year for January. So this year I am giving myself a budget of $65 a week, which might seem kind of high. I'm hoping to stay under. I just want to make sure that I have enough in my budget for my family of 6 to buy the things that we need. We are pretty stocked up on majority of things, but I just want to make sure I have that wiggle room if a good deal comes up. So our challenge will be to use up things that are open in the pantry, like crackers and stuff like that, and to use up things that we've had in the freezer and in the fridge and our pantries that are from a longer date. So the older things, to use up things that are older. So follow us along, come along and join us, and I will show you guys what we're eating, what we're using up, and I'm super excited to get this started. All right, so the first thing that we are making on this low spend challenge is going to be Zuppa Tuscana. As you can tell, I have potatoes that need to be used up, this sad looking kale, which I'm just going to wash and put in the soup. They'll be fine. Now, traditionally, you add bacon in the Zuppa Tuscana. Well, my kids don't like the bacon in the soup, so I'm just going to use a little bit of bacon grease to give it that flavor. And then I have Italian sausage, and you need like bone broth or chicken stock. And I'm totally out, so I'm going to use better than bouillon chicken stock flavoring thing or concentrate. And yeah, it's going to be a no-brainer. Just using things up, super easy. Let's get the soup going. And then later on today, I want to also make a big pot of spaghetti and get that ready for the kids to eat, because my kids have actually started school again. Today's January 2nd. So yesterday we just had like leftovers. I made a huge ham in the crock pot, so we had leftovers, and just kind of ate sandwiches and leftovers and all that kind of good stuff. So today we are kicking it off, the no spend challenge, or low spend challenge, I should say, with some soup and spaghettis. Here is the Zuppa Tuscana. It turned out absolutely fabulous. This smells and tastes delicious. I did top mine with a little bit of crushed red pepper. And then these are the kind of things that we need to use up. There's like just a little bit of these crispy onions and some croutons. So I'm going to encourage the kids and everyone to use these up. Top their soup. Actually, we might be able to use up this, but definitely not the croutons. There's more than half the bag full. But these are the kind of things we want to get rid of during our pantry challenge. Just use it up and get it out of the pantry. So I want to show you guys, my son took out a box of brats, and he is cooking those up in the air fryer for just to have in the fridge for him to snack on. And then over here, I'm going to do a spaghetti casserole. I'm going to use these macaroni noodles, not all of them. I will use some of this grated cheese, this Parmesan cheese, and I did use some of this for my soup as well. We still have quite a bit in it. I wanted to make spaghettis because I had this jar of marinara sauce opened and this jar of Alfredo sauce open. So we're going to mix those together. An onion, garlic, some cheese that needs to be used up, more cheese. I will not be using this whole pack, but some of it. Some of this pepperoni to put on top, the ground beef, and then some parsley. And then my husband is bringing some mushrooms that need to be used up. We've been keeping them in a bag, like a paper bag. We'll use some of these. We'll go through them, wash them, chop them up, and use some of those in our food. You guys, here's my sauce, the Alfredo and the marinara, mushrooms, parsley, onion, garlic, and beef. It smells absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put the noodles back in here. I undercooked them just a little bit. I'm going to add some cheese and then put them in a casserole and pop them in the oven with some pepperoni on top. This needs more sauce. So I brought another jar of the Classico, and I'm going to mix it all together and see if we need to add 1 or 2 more jars, but I think 1 more should be enough. So this is going to go in the oven at 400 for just a few minutes, just to kind of crisp everything up. Everything is already cooked. Over here we have some leftover spaghetti pasta or macaroni pasta. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a freezer meal, let it cool down, and then just pop a little tray of it. Same preparation in the freezer, and nothing will go to waste. Hi everyone, so today is a Wednesday and I have some turkey pieces in the crock pot, and I just put a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I used up this garlic parmesan seasoning. I'm trying to use up, I have a bunch of these little seasonings, and I have one more of this flavor, which is really delicious. I'm just happy to use it up. Putting this on high for a few hours, and then I'm not sure if we're just gonna have it with salad, if we're just gonna eat it with like some bread or some rice. And then I'm also hoping for leftovers to have for my husband to take to work tomorrow. He starts work again. We have a little bit of soup left over, and we have a little bit of spaghetti left over, so we should have leftovers. Just using things up, not making it too formal, like this has to be with mashed potatoes or anything. Just cooking it up, and if we have leftovers in the fridge for tomorrow, that's great. And then whoever wants to eat on it can eat on it today as well. Okay, you guys, it is not breakfast. It is still Wednesday. I want to show you what my kids are having as a snack for after school. They opened up a box of these Cinnamon Toast Crunch minis, and they are going to enjoy it. We're going to work on eating down our cereals because we have a lot. So, that's what's going on. The turkey is going. There's just like maybe one more serving of spaghettis. The soup is gone. And I have some stir fries. I have 2 packs of like stir fry with sauce and noodles that I got to mark down at Kroger. And I might make that like on the side just to use it up and get some veggies in us. We will see, but I'll bring you guys along if we do. And I am encouraging the kids to eat up a lot of cereal and a lot of oatmeal because we have a lot. All right, this is what the turkey looks like. I took some out for the kids to cool down. They're gonna munch on that. A couple pieces are going for my husband's work. Made a beautiful broth. I'm gonna strain that out and put it in the fridge. And this smells so delicious, and it is so tender, like super tender. I don't know if you can tell, but it's literally just falling apart. Here is the 2 bags of stir fry. They came with sauce, veggies, and noodles, and it smells fabulous. So we are going to eat this with a side of a piece of turkey, and that's going to be dinner. And I'm super happy that we were able to use these up before they went bad. You guys saw I got those on markdown. And then tomorrow, still not sure what I'm making tomorrow, but we will figure that out. You guys, it is Thursday morning, and I'm going to make a tortellini soup. And the inspiration for the soup was the spinach and the cream cheese and my Progresso tomato basil soup. So this spinach needs to be used up. I'm going to wash it, take out any bad parts, and use it up. Then I have a little bit of cream cheese left in there. And, oh, never mind. Look, there's mold. So this is going to be tossed. This is going in the garbage. But I do have some more cream cheese that's open. And, yeah, I think they just opened this yesterday. I will use this in the soup. And then this soup was, I think it's passed by its best by use date of October 26th of last year, of 2023. So we will use this up. You're supposed to use like a tomato in the soup, but I like to use like a tomato soup. It just gives it a lot better flavor. And then we have celery, onion, carrots, garlic, some pork Italian sausage. We'll use Italian seasoning, and we will also use some of that better than bouillon chicken broth. My house smells so good. So that Progresso basil tomato soup has a lot of flavor all by itself. It's delicious. So this soup is packed with flavor. I did put about 1.5 teaspoons of better than bouillon paste. So that added to the flavor, and it's just warm, and the tortellinis are filled with cheese. It's gooey, yummy. You have your carbs from the pasta, you have your veggies from the spinach and everything else, and then you have broth, and it's just so good. Very comforting, very rich flavor. You have a whole meal in one pot, and you got your dairy from the from the cream cheese. Now I'm gonna let this cool, and then when we do plate it up, we are gonna put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top, and that's gonna be dinner tonight, and it's gonna be absolutely filling and warm and delicious. All right, it is Thursday night, and let me show you guys what I'm taking out for food for tomorrow. I have beef stew, it says to add carrots and water. And then I also have green peas that I'm going to add at the end. And I'm taking out this sliced bread out of the freezer so that we can eat it. So this is going to be a crock pot meal. Very easy for tomorrow. And I'll probably do instant mashed potatoes because I have a box that's open. And we can eat through that. And it will be so good. Let me show you guys the beef stew. I did not have to thicken it. The kids have already gotten into it. Just my older ones are home. They've already gotten into it. It might not look that pretty or appetizing, but I'm telling you, it's really good. I put a can of carrots in there and then a half a can of green peas at the end. I think I have frozen green peas. I just can't find them. So I opened up a can. And then I also made some instant mashed potatoes, and that's what everyone is eating it with. And yeah, that's going to be dinner for everybody else. Like I said, the two older ones already had it for lunch as well. And it's going to be plenty. If anything, we have corn dogs and we have salad and we have other things that we can eat. When my husband comes home, I will put him a plate and I'll show you. All right, you guys, so I have a couple of these chopped salad kits. They're Bacon Caesar, Best Buy, December 29th. Today is the 5th. So I'm going to make this up and plate it up, and I'll show you guys my husband's plate. All right, so I'm also, besides the mashed potatoes and beef stew, I'm taking out these hot dogs for the kids, for the little ones, and for anybody else who wants them. I have these ones I took out that I had in the freezer that were marked down. And I'm also going to have hot dogs if they wish to eat something besides beef stew, because when they get home on Fridays, well, any day from school really, they're just always starving. So they'll eat like a meal, like maybe corn dogs with something or hot dogs or something like that, and then they'll eat dinner again later. So this will be like their afternoon snack. And here is my husband's plate. He came home from work. He said he's starving, so this is gonna be so good. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, and for breakfast, well, actually it's like almost 11. It's 10:30. So for brunch, we're gonna have liver, chicken liver with onions, garlic, parsley. I'm gonna get it going, and then we're gonna eat it on toast or on crackers. There's a bunch of crackers I want to get out of the pantry, but that's what's going on so far. I have these in cold water. I'm gonna clean them and just kind of get that tough membrane out and kind of put them in little pieces. But first I want to saute my onions. I'm going to caramelize them. One onion. This is my chopper that I use. I love it. I got it from Amazon. This is like the third one that I have, but it works really, really good. And I don't really change the blade inside. I kind of use the smaller blade for everything, so it makes it easy to use. And then you can just pop this and this out, and then I throw everything in the dishwasher with this and that. So it's gonna make my life a lot easier. We got our garlic, and I still have fresh parsley in the fridge, so I'm gonna use some of that to garnish it and just give it some color and some delicious fresh flavor. If you guys could smell this, when I hit the garlic in there and the onions and the liver and the parsley, it just smells so, so good. I did clean up the liver and cut all the like tendons or fat or whatever and just cut it into bite-sized pieces. It's starting to pop. That means it is, I want to say caramelizing, but getting those burn bits, like Kendra said with her sausage. I know what she means. And I like that. So I'm going to let it go for just a few more minutes and then turn it off and enjoy. All right, so my husband found these potato skins that are loaded potato skins in the freezer. He's like, those look delicious. So we're going to put those in the oven. It's 304. We had the liver with the onions this morning. The kids also had some corn dogs. I'm making yogurt in the Instant Pot. And these are popped in the oven. They're going in now. And I don't know what else we're going to have. We're just going with the flow today. All right, we're going to have those loaded baked potato skins with 2 bags of bacon Caesar. So let's plate it up and show you what we're going to eat. All right, so this is what dinner thus far is looking like. Or I should say in between dinner, I don't know, but it smells delicious. So it is still Saturday, and I'm going to make myself, not myself, for everybody, a Romanian style potato salad because it's going to use up all of these ingredients, and it's delicious. I have some boiled eggs, some potatoes that I'm going to dice up, some canned chicken breast. I'm not sure if I need all of that, but we have it. Sliced up carrots, peas, and that's about it. I'm gonna put it together, and then I also took out a frozen chicken for tomorrow. I'm gonna let that thaw out and then throw that in the crock pot for tomorrow, and then when we come home from church, that will be ready to go. All right, here it is. I'm gonna put it in a Tupperware, spread it with a little thin layer of mayo on top, and let it cool. Let everything come together. Super easy, delicious salad. All right, guys, it is Sunday morning, and it's right before church. I have this chicken. I hit it with a bunch of seasoning, some dried onions, garlic powder, paprika, all the good stuff. And I'm gonna cover it up, and then when we're done from church, this will be ready to eat. We are back from church. My husband just took the chicken out of the crock pot. It fell apart. It is perfect. And then over here, I have the North Side's rice. They just boiled over. So anyway, I turned it down. That's what we're gonna have next to everything. You guys, here's my Greek yogurt. So what happened is around 1 o'clock last night, the 9-hour mark for yogurt on my Instapot went off. I put a timer, I woke up and put it in the fridge overnight. And now that I'm home from church, I am straining it because I want to make it like Greek style. And I have 1 more gallon of milk, and I'm going to get that going. So we're going to have a lot of yogurt. This is so fantastic. It is so, so delicious. All right, you guys, I just strained my yogurt. Look how rich and thick and delicious that is. I'm going to put this in jars and put it in the fridge. I hope you guys like this week of What's for Dinner Low Budget Edition Pantry Challenge. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.